He said it like it was already decided. 70% of your salary will be for your sister. The other 30 for me. As simple as that. I remember the silence after, my fork halfway to my mouth, the sound of the clock on the wall louder than my own heartbeat. My father's eyes didn't flinch. My sister smirked like she'd won some game I hadn't agreed to play. And me? I laughed. Not the kind of laugh that comes from humor, the kind that slips out when disbelief tastes too bitter to swallow. As simple as that? I repeated. Then I leaned back, steady, calm. No, I'll leave with 100%, and you'll pay your own bills. As simple as that. Backstory. It wasn't always war. I used to admire my father. He was strict, yes, but he provided. He taught me that hard work meant dignity, that sacrifice was love. I believed him until I realized sacrifice only applied to me. My sister was the sun of his world. Spoiled, coddled, her failures erased, her needs always urgent. Mine were secondary. At first, I excused it. She's younger. She'll grow out of it. But favoritism, when unchecked, curdles into entitlement. By the time I landed my first real job, they both saw my salary as theirs. My sister didn't even bother to hide her expectations. You'll help, right? Dad says you'll take care of me. Take care of her? She was 25, capable, but lazy by design. And my father, once the man who preached self-reliance, now weaponized his authority for her comfort. That night at the dinner table, when he declared my paycheck their property, I knew it wasn't a request. It was a decree. The discovery. Their plan wasn't casual. I stumbled across it weeks before. I found messages on my father's phone while he napped. My sister whining about bills, him assuring her, "Don't worry, your brother's salary will cover everything. I'll make him understand." Make me understand? I didn't confront them immediately. Emotion is loud. Revenge requires silence. I smiled through dinners, nodded through lectures, listened as they outlined their vision for my money. All the while, I built my own. The shift. Here's what they didn't realize. Independence isn't just financial, it's strategic. My name was on my lease, my accounts, my car. Every contract was mine alone. They were banking on my obedience, not my foresight. I decided not only to walk away, but to let them feel the weight of the void I'd leave behind. Step 1, I redirected my pay. New account, new bank, untraceable to them. Step 2, I canceled every automatic payment that tied me to their comfort, utilities, groceries, family subscriptions that I alone had funded. Step 3, I moved. Quietly, methodically, one box at a time until my apartment was stripped of me, leaving nothing but walls. I didn't leave a note, just absence. The execution. The first call came on the first of the month. My father, his voice tight. "Your sister's rent wasn't paid. Did you forget?" I let the silence hang before answering. "No, I didn't forget. It's just not my rent to pay." He barked my name, but I ended the call. By week 2, the utilities in their house, electricity, gas, even internet, were cut off. They hadn't realized every account was in my name, and I had closed them all. My sister messaged in all caps, "Fix this now." I didn't reply. By week 3, their credit cards declined. I had been the guarantor on their last desperate applications. Without my income, they had no approval, no safety net. My father showed up at my old apartment, pounding on the door. The neighbor told him they moved out. The panic tasted better than victory. The confrontation. It was month 2 when they finally tracked me down. They showed up at my new place, nicer, brighter, far away from them. My father's face was pale. My sister's makeup streaked from crying. "You can't do this to us," he said, the authority gone from his tone. "Can't?" I asked. I stepped outside, closing the door behind me. You told me my salary was yours, that my life was yours, but here's the truth. You don't own me. You never did. My sister lunged forward, desperate. We're family. I looked her in the eye, calm, precise. No. Family asks. Family doesn't take. You should have asked first. Their silence was heavier than shouting. The downfall. Within months, the picture was clear. My sister had to get a job, a real one. My father, stripped of my income, was suddenly humbled. Bills piled up, creditors called. The world he built on my back collapsed because it was never his to stand on. I didn't gloat. I didn't scream. I let reality deliver the punishment they'd earned. And every time I checked my bank account, every time I paid my own bills without their shadow over me, I felt something I hadn't in years: freedom. They tried to guilt me later, of course. Calls laced with nostalgia, messages about family unity. But manipulation loses its edge once you've seen the blah.